Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 282 for the 12th of January, 2025. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jodie Kelly.
How are you?
Well, as I was telling you, I bit my tongue in the same position about 3 times. And I can barely speak.
Go on.
Apart from that, I'm fine.
Right, that's good. And how can we blame Sky Broadband on that?
We can't. By the way, just for a quick disclaimer, I'm on Sky as well, and it's perfectly fine. I should have said that last week, but you seemed very angry, so I thought I'll skip that bit.
Oh, I'm still angry because it's still rolling on.
Right.
I've got everything. Basically, I have everything turned off. I'm only allowed 2 devices on at any one time because they're running network tests or something.
Mm-hmm.
And all I want is just I just want a technician to come out and just fix it. Whatever the problem is, just get a technician out here and fix the problem. Because they're going like, oh well,
For
we
God's
only know
sake, somebody fix it to shut them up.
the only way we know how to fix it is if we turn everything off. And I'm going, at that point, there's nothing on the network. There's no point in having a network.
Basically, he said to you, have you tried switching it off and back on again?
Basically, he says, I don't have one. No, I don't have one. Basically, what he's saying is, what I need is a USB stick, and I can just mail this program in.
Oh, right. Okay.
That would be the cheapest and best alternative for Sky.
Individually mail it to everybody listens to
them. Yeah, basically, yeah.
We could do that, actually.
It might be cheaper.
That's possible. You do it live in your living room if you want.
I know, yeah. I mean, it's just the street I live on. That's the problem. Is the fact that the internet is not the best because there's a main road and we go by it, and yeah. So we just need to try and figure out why it's so degraded, though, because it should be 22 meg up and down. But anyway, so in the meantime, I've told my Apple TV to make it 1080p instead of the 4K stream that it was using, which has sort of helped. However, not as much because we were sitting watching The Office today and it went all blocky for like 10 minutes of a 22-minute show. So for half the show, it's blocky. The audio is fine and all that kind of stuff, but it's not good. Like, you should be able to, like, that was all 3 of us in the house were watching one television. Nothing else was on. The TV and the Apple TV box, and that was it. And it was blocky. So you tell me,
in this day and age,
I'm not the one that's advertising a 22 meg service and then not delivering on that 22 meg service.
Anyway, you look fine right now. Last week, it all worked out fine. Let's keep it positive, everybody. Let's hang in there for Sloan.
But I think though, cursing James, Sky at the start.
James P.
I think cursing, yeah. So you had the same problem then, James, with the 4K and the 1080p streams. I think it does help. I mean, it up-reses on the TV anyway, and you don't really notice that much of a difference. I actually ran a 4K video on YouTube to see if there was any difference. I couldn't see any difference.
No.
And like I said, it works most of the time. Like, most of the time, it's fine. It's just that when you actually want to sit down of an evening, or you finish your work and you want to watch something on TV, it goes, and that's it. You can't watch it, and you're like, this is garbage. So, do you remember how we keep on practice? We keep on preaching about having physical media. Well, I'm going to practice what we preach because I'm buying a Blu-ray.
Yes, finally.
Because I'm sick and tired of this stupid internet going down on me, because at times I'm like, I just want to watch a movie or I want to watch a TV show, and I can't watch anything because everything's streaming.
Yeah. Anyway, rant over. That's 2 rants you've had in a row. You don't get.
I'm the rant man. I'm the rant man.
I'm going to start ranting about you ranting.
Good. Maybe something will get done about it.
Exactly. I'll get a man in.
Right. Shall we talk about how badly we screwed this up?
This is the
gold.
Didn't do the what's the tea.
Oh yeah.
You know how I'm about these things.
People, I know.
We're doing it. From me. What?
So yeah, let's.
I'll send you an angry email.
Good. It's Sloan Kelly at superkellybros.com.
Yeah.
/.net. ++. RF minus. RM.
Although Sloan might not get it, his internet service. So that's fine.
No, just mail it to me.
Just mail it after all that chat. Yep.
Yeah. Dead letter office at Glasgow Post Office. So how do we do? Well, we did badly. We did poorly, is what we did. Can you see this?
Our predictions for the Golden Globes, was it?
Here we go.
Yeah.
It was our Golden Globe predictions, which happened last Sunday.
Yeah.
We did.
I can see this. Yes, I think everybody else can see it.
Everyone in the world can see it. So best motion picture for a drama, we did not choose The Brutalist because we had no idea what it was all about or anything, and it won. It won quite a few things, in fact. So we'll come back to that. But yeah, we chose a Complete Unknown in Dune Part 2. Like they were ever going to choose Dune Part 2 for the best picture.
Yeah, I know. But we chose it, so that's good enough.
Oh, we chose it because we do you know what we should do? What should we do? At the end of the year, we should have an awards ceremony ourselves.
You're right. And then we can never get it wrong.
Because that's the thing because the Golden Globes are the things that lead. There's no wrong answers. Yep. The Golden Globes are the ones. Sorry, that's making me laugh now. The Golden Globes are the ones that lead on to the Oscars, and of course, the Oscars are February, whenever it is, March this year, just around the corner. And so maybe if we're good enough, we could predict the Oscars just by by influencing it but yeah, exactly, by well, we can't obviously do anything. That would be inside betting, wouldn't it?
No,
we're not. No. Oh, okay. Anyway, so we got that wrong.
See that Brutalist thing though. Mm-hmm. I'd never really heard of it before. Now I'm seeing trailers for it everywhere. So
I know. I saw it in bus stops.
So
no.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Best motion picture, musical or comedy, we chose Challengers, The Substance, and Wicked, and we went all around the actual winner, which is this Amelia Perez thing. Have you seen a clip from Amelia Perez?
No.
Okay, let me see if I can.
Have you?
Uh-huh.
Is it a musical?
Yes.
Is it a comedy?
Well, it's a musical, but it's not billed as a musical.
All right, same as Joker, Folie à Deux.
Yeah, so this is right, here we go. This is an example.
I just realised Joker 2, Folie à Deux rhymes. They must have done that on purpose.
That must have been the reason for it, yeah. So this is
whatever you've done, I can't see it.
I know I've turned it off. Why can't I turn this on? Okay, here we go. Right, share. So I need to share we're going to get a hit for this, by the way. But this is from the winner of what do we have this as? It's the winner of best motion picture musical, and it beat Wicked, which, by the way, makes people cry. It's that good. People have come out, grown men have come out crying from Wicked and going, oh my God, that was one of the best movies I've ever seen. So bearing in mind, this has to be something special, okay?
Mm-hmm. For the wrong reasons.
At some point, they've got to tell that guy he can't sing. Surely.
No, I'm not being funny about it. I see that now.
Well, there you go. Zoe Saldana's in it.
Yeah.
And so yeah. So that's that one over Wicked. Which, by the way,
catchiest of ditties, is it? Penis
has the song Defying Gravity. Well, you got it. That was too much in tune. Vagina.
Penis to vagina. Penis to vagina.
It's got to be lower.
Penis.
Back of the throat.
Vagina. Yeah, nice one.
So there you go.
Yeah, I think I can see that.
Yeah. So, best motion picture animated. Well, we danced around this one as well. Flow. I don't know what Flow is.
Don't know. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. I've never heard any of these movies. These movies did not capture our imagination last year.
No.
What is Flow anyway? Flow.
I don't know. let's not. If we looked at every single one, we'll be here forever.
Well, I know. Yeah. Oh, it's about cats or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It looks not good. Best performance by a female actor. Well, we didn't get this anyway. This is Fernanda Torres for "I'm Still Here."
Okay.
Right.
No idea.
Best performance by an actor. Adrian Brody for "The Brutalist."
I'll tell you what. It looks up my street, that movie, though. You know. Have you seen the trailer for it? The Brutalist.
No.
It's like a kind of coming to America type thing. Adrian Brody's like.
He's like Fievel?
And he's like, yeah, kinda, yeah. In fact, maybe might be American Tail.
Is it the live action version of American Tail?
Something like that, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Except he's not a mouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's far away, not the same as that.
It was far away, not Australian. No.
Oh, Far and Away was Australian. No. What's the one with? Was there not one with Liam Neeson? Anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, Adrian Brody.
A tale as old as
time. Beauty and the Beast down here. Beast.
Vagina. Yeah, that's the one.
That's it. You've tuned it in now. It is best performance by female actor, music. Demi Moore. You won. That was your first choice.
Demi won. Good.
Demi won. So the orange is good. Red is bad. Obviously, orange is good because that was one of us chose it. So you did well. You was your first choice. I said Zendaya for Challengers because I heard good things about the movie, and Zendaya's a great actress. So yeah, that's my justification for that. We didn't win for this. Sebastian Stan, A Different Man. I don't even know what that is.
That's the one with the guy with the big face, the big kind of you've not seen that.
Is that not The Apprentice?
He's got like he's got like a kind of elephantitis of the face.
Oh, okay.
But he doesn't wear a bag over his head. It's just a big face, and it's
face.
It's meant to be good, that film, actually.
Oh, is it? Okay. Cinematic and box office achievement. Strangely enough, we won. we said won. Wicked.
Well, that was an obvious one, though, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's got
it's so dumb, isn't it?
Universal loves it. So, Universal loves it because they're making a sequel just now.
Yeah, it's dumb,
Well, I mean, it's a musical. I mean, it's
I mean, surely they didn't go, and the winner is because no.
Well, I mean, it could have been Inside Out 2. I mean, not Inside Out 2 is quite a box office achievement. That's a movie that did okay. And then they made a sequel for it, and it went like hockey charts.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, definitely did.
Yeah. Best television series drama. I was do you know what? I was actually disappointed that Shogun won. I love Shogun. However, I haven't finished it yet.
I never finished it either.
I have finished Slow Horses. So
feels like you never finished.
And I have finished Day of the Jackal. I know. But now it's got too long. Now, David was asking me, he said, "Are you looking forward to The Last of Us?" And I'm like, "No."
Are you not?
Not really. No, not really. I didn't. It didn't hook me. And I think there's better TV shows, and we'll talk about that when we talk about a rundown for 2025. I think there's better TV shows out there than The Last of Us. People like it because of the game. They're not liking it because it's
You definitely liked it at the time.
I thought it was really well done. I wasn't on the edge of the seat waiting for it next week. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Best television series, music or comedy. Hacks. That seems to get quite a lot of awards. That's the newspaper one, isn't it?
Right. Okay.
I think.
Yeah, maybe worth the watch then.
Yeah. And we completely screwed up on best television limited series and anthology. We said Ripley and the Penguin, and we should have gone with our hearts and said Baby Reindeer.
Of course.
I mean, it was fantastic. By the way, that guy that the Gene Wilder looking guy that's in The Bear, he won best actor for a comedy again.
What was it?
For the Bear.
He was in that wrestling. Oh, for the Bear, sorry. Right.
Aye. Stop giving that guy an award for the bit. Like it's a drama.
Yeah. It's a dramedy.
It's a dramedy. Dramedy.
Mm-hmm. That's what you call them.
Shall we?
Shall
we take a look at the new things that are coming down the pipe?
2025.
2025.
New. On your
Exciting.
screens. Small screens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how did that guy talk like that?
I don't know.
Used to do those kind of trailers, didn't he?
In a world. Sorry, I need to take a drink of water. Robinson's orange juice for when you're feeling extra thirsty.
Water.
I always drink Robinson's when the tennis is on.
Right.
Don't know why. It's advertising for you. And I always buy Rolex watches as well. It's weird. Just when the tennis is on, though.
What time is that? Around 10ish?
What do you call a woman standing in the middle of a field? A net. Right. Anyway, next week.
You mean a tennis pitch?
5 days.
Aye,
whatever. Aye. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In 5 days from now. 5 days from now. 5 days from now. Severance season 2.
I've got a slight problem. I was like, take that, Apple, unsubscribe. And then this get announced, and I'm like, what the heck?
Good news, everyone. Why didn't you get rid of Netflix?
Disney's getting it next, man. But they don't seem to want you to leave them. They won't let you.
They don't. They won't. You have to change countries, credit card details, and everything else. And even in it's the.
Well, they won't let you.
I think you've done this by accident, Mr. Kelly.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm obviously wanting to see this. So
I was watching a guy on the TikToks as an author, and he does a lot of like media kind of deconstruction stuff, and it's quite interesting the things he does. And he says that this would have been classic water cooler television. If this had been network television, you couldn't have made it for network television, but if this had been network television, everybody would have been talking about this.
Yeah.
Because it's such a great show. But because it's been buried on Apple TV, which is 11%, I think, of the streaming market, nobody's seen it.
11%'s not that bad.
Which is a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a damn shame. Because everything that they put out, maybe not everything they put out, but the vast majority of stuff that Apple puts out on Apple TV Plus is just dynamite. It's great stuff. But because people were like, I'm not going to buy the Apple, then that's how they talk. People who do that, people say that. Yeah. You're missing out. You're missing out on these great shows. You're missing out on this. You're missing out on the Dark Matter that we loved.
Oh, aye. That was a great show.
Constellation as well, which didn't get renewed. You're missing out on This Morning. Apparently, everyone raves about that as well. The morning show, sorry. Everyone raves about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And a whole host of other shows as well. But yeah, so Severance season 2 is coming out in 5 days. I'll be looking forward to it. I'll be watching it. Oh, and Silo as well. Good God, I keep forgetting them. Everyone keeps forgetting about Silo. So Silo's an interesting one. So Severance, we haven't seen Severance on our screens for 2 years now.
Yep.
I think it was 2023 or something. March 2023, something like that.
Mhm.
Silo has been out every single year. So this is the second season. They're already filming the third season. Did you also see the Rebecca Ferguson thing? She was talking about why she left the role of Ilsa.
What, Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
I saw her getting interviewed recently talking about kind of toxic stages, people she was working with and things like that.
Uh-huh. Well, she was talking about Mission Impossible, and she said that she was getting all these offers in from TV shows and things like that to do in movies and things like that, and she couldn't do it because she was turning it down because of the role of Ilsa. And and also Silo as well. She wanted to produce and star in Silo, and she said she couldn't do it because you're required to be on set in Mission Impossible, even though you're not doing anything, and they don't generally have a script.
Oh, really?
So you don't know when your next call is going to be.
Wow.
I thought that was the fascinating bit to me about that interview, was the fact that's what goes on in Mission Impossible. Is basically they have a sort of general idea, but they don't know what your script is until like 2 days before, and it's like, you get it under the trailer door kind of thing. These are your lines, but you don't know if you're going to be called, so you're just sitting around doing nothing.
I think you can
and
actually
she doesn't want to do that. She wants to work.
That last one,
no.
You can tell in that last movie. I thought they had obviously the bones of an idea there, but it kind of fell away in the middle a bit, and kind of it was a bit not as good as it could have been. And the box office showed that it didn't do as well either.
Yeah, and we'll get 2 more hours of it, and then that's the end of Mission Impossible. So
no, not necessarily. Although that last one didn't do as really well at all. So
no,
and these films are not cheap to make. So yeah,
no, they're not. They are not cheap.
So Severance, that'll be cheap.
Yep, exactly. Get Blumhouse to make them. He'll be churning them out every 2 days.
Absolutely, yeah.
White Lotus. Do you watch White Lotus? This is a thing that just fell off my radar. Walter Scoggins is in it. Goggins. Walter Goggins.
Goggins from
Goggins, yeah, from Fallout.
Fallout, yeah.
Yeah, he's in it.
So he's in the new one, is he?
Yeah.
No, I've really liked both seasons. They've been good.
So anyway, the new season's coming out February 16th.
Yeah, it's a different hotel again. It was a different hotel that the last two were different hotels. Okay. I think this was a different hotel as well. Yeah. Yep. Different country and everything.
I think last one was set in Italy as well. There.
That's the first season.
Oh, is it? Okay, that's Stephen Thingy Bobby.
Yeah, that's the first season.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yep, she's great
as well. Yeah. Stifler's mom.
Yes, that's right.
Season 3 of Yellowjackets. You started watching this and you just went, not doing it
annoyed me. It kind of annoyed me. This show. It's kind of dumb.
Did it?
Yeah.
I really love it.
Do you? You like these? These kind of things?
I do like these things. Yeah.
I don't like them.
It's there was a show a few years back now called The Wilds, and it was kind of like Lost, but it was also like Yellowjackets. This all-female plane crash landed on a deserted island, and then they had to kind of fend for themselves. And it was kind of similar, but this is much more gory, and it's good the fact they have like flash forward, so you see, the sort of middle-aged versions of themselves.
I know. I don't know, man. And they're going to stretch this out like crazy.
Okay, yeah.
I don't approve. I'm going to write a letter.
Are you? To Paramount? Well, the only way to watch it in the UK is on Paramount Plus, which is annoying. Because I know
the first season,
I don't want to buy it.
The first season came out on Channel 4 or something, or it was Sky HBO or something. And then it suddenly
because that's how we watched it. Yeah. So in America, Showtime is part of Paramount. It's part of the CBS network.
That's why we've stopped watching it. Apart from it, well, I mean, Evelyn probably would have kept watching it, but we didn't have Paramount, so we just stopped watching it.
Yeah. So we've got not HBO. We get Now, and so the first season of it was on Now. It's still on now.
Aye. Yeah.
But I think it goes away soon.
Yeah, so it would have been on Max then. So it'll probably be exclusive to Paramount soon.
No, it's not. It's not on Max. It wasn't on Max.
But if it's on Now TV, that's like a Sky thing anyway. So that's what it would be for me. For me, it'd be on Max.
Oh right, okay. Right, you've got Sky. Right, okay, Sky Max.
Sky Max, aye.
Right, okay.
Which is the HBO, the show the HBO shows on there.
Aye, but just this is the Paramount show though.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. We'll start again.
We'll start that again. Aye.
Just
cut that bit out. Just edit that bit out. Aye. Daredevil Born Again. So you haven't seen all? Did you watch any Daredevil at all? Actually, come to think of it, did you watch the first season?
No. No, I get mixed up between
Really?
Daredevil and the Flash. So yeah, I've not. Listen, I sat through the Ben Affleck movie. That was enough for me. That was
Okay.
horrific.
Yeah, with Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell was in that. I
He
don't
played
even remember
Bullseye.
that. I really don't remember that.
Bullseye. Yeah.
James has been our James has been watching it.
Yeah.
Daredevil, yo James.
Yep. I'm gonna go back and rewatch season 3. I don't remember anything of season 3.
Yeah, I might watch it. I might not. Don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's coming Disney Plus March 4th.
They've done a whole bunch of reshoots.
Anyway, yeah, so this is the reboot of the reboot of the reboot. So they've reshot this, to be a much shorter show, which I'm hoping means it's a much better show.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hoping. So there's a whole bunch of reshoots and then redone stuff. But this is the problem that Disney's got, is that they keep complaining it takes a lot of money to make a TV show, but it seems like they make a TV show 3 or 4 times. Maybe get it right the first time. Cut once. Get Blumhouse in.
Again? No, the problem is, though, that, they make a TV show, instead of editing it down to, like, a movie or, like, 6 episodes, they're like, right, we've committed to 8 episodes, and there's a whole lot of fluff in between and inside some of the episodes as well. And it kind of, I don't know, man, it's a big problem, I think, Do
you know think, though, that a lot of people...
short shows equal good.
Yeah.
Yes. No fluff. Yeah.
Yes, but... In the traditional network television, where you had 26 weeks to put your shows in, I know, and there was a lot of filler episodes and all that kind of stuff. But you'd always get the Halloween episode and the Thanksgiving episode and the Christmas episode, and you'd have your sort of beats throughout the season. So you'd have like these jokey episodes. But do you not think, though, that we're moving to a point in TV where it's like we're not really getting TV shows? We are getting extended movies that take 3 years to shoot, so you get 3 years between a season. Like, because that's the point. So if you're not this is what I mean by
unedited movies, though.
But this is what I mean about the I'm not really that enamored to see Last of Us season 2, is because it's been a long time since season 1, and I thought season 1 was good, but I was like, yeah, okay, I've done it. I've seen I've seen it. I don't need to see it again. It's not like Severance, where I'm like, I need closure on this show.
Well,
I can wait for
it. Part season 1 of Last of Us had no fluff in it. It was really
I know.
Trim story. Characters were brilliant.
Yeah,
and it stuck to the it stuck closely to the game.
Yeah,
and it added elements as well. That whole episode with Hank and
Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite episode of the whole show. To be honest,
that was a padded out. Those characters, you don't really, in the game, their backstory is not really padded out that much.
Yeah.
Not padded out, but I mean, extended and showing more about them, kind of thing, so you care about them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of fluff in that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And there's no fluff in Severance either.
No, I know, exactly. But that's what I mean, though, is like, but if you're not invested in a TV show, like I'm not really invested in The Last of Us. I never played the game, and I like the show and all, but at this point, I'm like, it's been so long. I'm not dying to see what happens to these characters next.
I'm more excited about that than the next Marvel or Star Wars show right now. Well, sorry, the next Star Wars show's Andor. I'll take that back.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
I would actually include Daredevil in this. As much as I enjoyed Daredevil 1, 2, and I think I enjoyed 3, but I can't remember it because it was so damn long ago. Am I ready to jump back into Daredevil again? I'm like, I'll watch it, and maybe it will be one of the best TV shows this year, but maybe it won't, because I'm not that invested in the Daredevil character anymore.
I just get a bit worried
because it's been
now.
so long.
I get a bit worried now
and people are
with
fickle.
these. I get a bit worried now that any time a Disney show comes up, that there's it's going to be another disappointment. Which you had that. What was it? One the blind.
Yeah.
The Echo and stuff like
Echo.
that. Disappointing. Pointless.
Again, but I feel like they're not picking the right showrunners for these things, because you can take an idea like Echo, and you can go just do an amazing job of it, or you can churn out the same stuff that they've always done and not do a good job on it, which is what they did. Like, it felt rushed. It felt, the characters weren't fleshed out. It felt like it was they had these, by the fourth episode, this is going to happen. Yeah, exactly. It's going nowhere. So I do think that the showrunners and less interference from the high ups, I think, is another thing as well, because Disney feels like it's they've got like they've got a committee to start with, and then the committee takes the stuff to a focus group, and the focus group goes like, "Oh, I don't really like this," and it's like, no, just take your chance on it. Just go away, make the thing, and then show it. And then if it doesn't work, you don't need to make another one.
I feel that as well. I feel as if there's too much. Let's include this. Let's include that. And whoever's the showrunner doesn't have full control in some way, because they're trying to tick too many boxes. I think you're right. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe Daredevil will rekindle Marvel on TV.
Yeah.
It's got an uphill struggle to go, that's for sure.
I mean, Disney's very, very guilty of that. Trying to keep everybody happy and tick all the boxes and things. And,
like I felt Agatha, for example. That was the last big Marvel show that they had on. I thought that was trying to put lightning back in the bottle as far as WandaVision was concerned, and it didn't quite get there. It was good and all, but it wasn't great.
To me, it felt too different to Wanda as well. It was like, again, it was like another one of these shows by committee, and it's kind of Disney's agenda right now. It's fulfilling that agenda. The way the world is just now, and all that kind of stuff, which is fine. But when it's forced in that way, it just seems a bit fake. I think,
trying too hard.
Instead of natural storytelling,
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk on to the big show here. This is the one we're all excited for. Andor season 2, April 22nd. So we've only got like 3 months left to watch. To twiddle our thumbs, watch Severance, finish off Silo, watch The Traitors, and then Andor.
It's a lot of good telly on. Yep.
So this is Tony's 4 movies that he does. He likes to do 4 movies in his TV shows. Tony, hey Tony. So it's going to be the same thing, but apparently there's a jump between each one of the stories. So there's going to be like a year or 2 jump between them, so they can basically like move the story along to get to the bit where he obviously gets blowed up at the end of Rogue One. Spoilers for a
no. It's going to start where Rogue One.
It's going to start where Rogue One begins.
Sorry, it's going to end where Rogue One starts.
Yes.
Aye. So we'll see probably that character that he kills at the beginning of Rogue One. Spoilers.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll probably see him as a character, won't you?
Yeah. I mean, my wish for Andor was that it was Secret Army in space. My second wish is I hope they end it with the exact same scene as Rogue One starts, so you can basically just dovetail the entire Andor series right into the end of Rogue One, and right into the start of Rogue One.
Yeah.
That would be my hope, Because I think that would be just a perfect way to end it. Is like you just see the camera panning down, and it's the start of Rogue One. Oh,
yeah.
Great.
I wonder if we'll see Vader in it as well. I know we're going to
I
have Tarkin, perhaps.
I don't. So we're getting what's his name? The Australian guy, Ben Mendelsohn.
Ben Mendelsohn.
We're getting him. He's going to reprise his role as Krennic. I don't want to like don't make them meet in some weird way. Like just have them separate.
Maybe yeah, we've had that already, I suppose, in Rogue One. You know,
yeah,
do that again, maybe. We're getting
exactly,
Saw Gerrera again.
Saw Gerrera's coming back. Yeah. Forrest
Obviously,
Whitaker.
seeing the poster there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm buzzing for this one. I'm buzzing for Andor. I could save myself a few months though if I'd cancelled Disney in between Skeleton Crew and this. Because there's nothing else coming for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple of streaming services allow you to pause the service, so you don't delete your account, but you like cancel it. And I think one of them, what one is it?
Well, that's all I wanted to do was pause it, but just wouldn't let me. So anyway, I suppose it's only a couple of months away, really.
Yeah, I know. It's only
3 months.
It's only another 30 quid.
30
quid in your pocket is better than 30 quid in their pocket.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then Last of Us season 2. All right. Let's go.
Can't believe you're not excited for this. Anyway, I don't know what's happened.
No,
what the hell's happened in your life?
Like it's fine. I enjoyed it. I love watching Pedro Pascal being the lone wolf. Who doesn't? Lone wolf / father figure. And I thought, is it Bella Sinclair?
No. Is it? No.
Is it?
Bella.
No.
Bella. Bella the Ball. That's her name.
Is it? It is Bella, isn't it? Bella Ramsey.
Ramsey, that's it.
I thought she was fantastic in the show, and I thought there was some great set pieces in it. There was the one where her girlfriend and her go sneaking off into the mall. That was a great set piece. I thought it was really good. Obviously, the Nick Offerman episode as well, just fantastic. The bit where all the crazy infected they went to some ramshackle shack somewhere, and they had to like run away from that. That was amazing, that scene as well. There's some great scenes in it, but just I don't know, like I don't know. I'm not as excited about this as other shows that are coming out this year.
Yeah,
like Severance, for example, and Andor. Those are the two that I'm really looking forward to.
Me too. Daniel's watched some of the. He's played part 2, and he's not happy about the casting of the other girl in it. But nobody was happy with the casting of Pedro or Bella Ramsey. So they're like, and they don't look like them and all that rubbish, But it all turned out well in the end,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Did you hear about who's taking over from Ray Stevenson as Bill and Skull?
Yes, I did. Aye.
It's the Scottish guy.
Rory something. Rory.
That's him. Yarp. Him.
That's right. He was in Hot Fuzz. Go about that.
Yarp.
Do you know what else? Do you know where
Rory
he started?
McCann.
Do you know where he started?
No.
He was the Porry Jotes man on the adverts.
Oh, was he? Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's who he was.
So, I mean, as much as I'm going to miss Ray Stevenson, maybe this guy will be really good. Rory.
You've never really seen him act, then, have you? You didn't see him in Game of Thrones.
No.
You've seen him in Yarp.
Yarp.
He's actually brilliant. He's a great actor, and I think he's a great fix. And it kind of came out of nowhere, that choice for him. And apparently he and
because a lot of people were like Leif Shriver and
they
people
were,
like that.
which he would have been a good fit as well, actually. But apparently him and big what do you call him? Who played Balin? Who played Balin?
Ray Stevenson.
Ray, apparently they were good friends as well.
All right, okay. So
they knew each other socially. So so that's
I think as well.
Nice.
I mean, I know. I mean, when Richard Harris sadly passed, and then he handed it on to what's his name, Michael Gambon. I was like, really?
And Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think that he's a fine actor, Michael Gambon. Don't get me wrong. However, I think Richard Harris was a better Dumbledore. There you go. I said it.
Well, it's always Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah, but it's always weird when it's another actor takes over. It's like we were watching Wallace and Gromit on Christmas there, and it's not the same actor. It's not the same actor anymore. No.
What's it called?
I can't remember now.
World of Invention?
No. Wallace and Gromit. Anyway, but it's Peter Sallis that did the voice originally. But you can't really tell. It's really good. And then Rick and Morty as well. They've done the same.
Yeah.
They obviously had to cancel the creator of Rick and Morty, but continue it with a different voice actor.
Yeah.
You can't really tell, So I suppose they're voiceover characters, right enough. This is a bit different with Balin, but I think it's a good choice.
It's Ben Whitehead took over. That's not who I thought it was.
You're thinking of, is it Ben Whishaw?
Ben Whishaw is that's who I always, yeah.
Is it Ben Whishaw?
Yeah, he was in Black Doves as well.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And he also played Q in James Bond.
That's right, aye. He was in a weird film called Perfume. Have you ever seen that film? It's very weird. No. A strange film.
No.
Very odd.
Is it about perfume?
Introduced that. It is, aye. It's a magnificent looking film.
Oh, is it?
Aye, it's like a epic looking, and it's very strange.
Okay.
I need to watch it again, actually. It's very, very odd. A lot of writhing bodies in it. If I remember rightly. Yeah.
Okay. Bizarre segue. Moving on. Ironheart, Disney Plus, that's coming June 24th. All right.
Nice one.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Is
this a TV show? It must be.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So this is a Marvel one. So this is going to reintroduce the character because she was first introduced in Black Panther 2. So they're going to reintroduce the character in their own TV show. I think I've got a funny feeling this should have come out before Black Panther 2, but for reasons didn't.
Mm-hmm. I think they should. Black Panther 2 came out too soon. I think they should have waited a wee bit longer and sorted it all out.
Yeah. Again, I have mixed feelings about Black Panther 2. I think they shouldn't have. I think they should have handled the grief in that one and not bothered with Namor, and then left him for Black Panther 3.
Well,
I think they should have leaned into the story because it felt like, I'm grieving for my brother, and it's like, now I've got to fight this guy with the winged feet. It just, I don't know, it just feels a bit weird.
I felt as if that half the movie was grieving, though, and then the other half was like, we better get on with this film. I just didn't like it, and I get it, the tribute to Chadwick Boseman and stuff, but
no, that was beautifully done. No, but I think they could have done. I could think they could have done something better with the story than they did with that. Like, there's ways you can do it. You can, like, the 5 stages of grief. You can do like that as a movie, and that would have been a nice, beautiful way to do it. And it might have worked as a great. It might not have worked as a great superhero movie, but it would have worked as a great movie, and you might have got more people on board with that.
I just think they should have left.
Like, do it as a character piece, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think sometimes maybe this is the difficult second act of a 3-act movie, where it's you got to slow down and take stock. And that's what it maybe should have been. And in my mind, anyway, I don't know. I just thought it was weird, the fact it was like, oh, I'm so sad for my brother. Okay, better suit up. And it just seemed a bit too difficult.
But I think they are recasting Black Panther, the main character. It's not going to continue with the wee sister.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere. Yeah, yeah. So they're not going to continue in that direction. So.
I think it's a mistake. So I think she deserved it, but
that's the reason why I'm saying I think they were too quick. I think you're right. They should do this Ironheart first, and then now maybe next year. And then
after
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we'll see.
Anyway, for those of you who are playing along, you probably saw me click this a bit too quicker. So we're finally getting to Stranger Things seasons 5, where they're all in their third divorces. I mean, this has been going on for ages. What is going on here?
I actually think that the kids don't care anymore. Danny's he's ripped his poster down last year now.
No one cares.
Doesn't care.
Jodie, I was a kid when this movie came out. Now look at me.
Look at the state of you. No, it's. I think it's been too long. Like you're saying about not caring about Last of Us Part 2, I'm starting to not care about this. But damn right, I'll be watching it because I loved it. I thought the last season was probably the best season that they've done. So damn it, and I'll be watching it and I'll be loving it.
I'll tell you, one other person in the world thought that as well. Kate Bush.
I bet she did. All the royalties rolling in.
That's right. Yeah. Rolling in. Getting St. Vincent singing her song when she gets inducted in the Hall of Fame and everything.
Oh, wow. So,
nice.
Yeah. I'll be watching
Stranger Things season 5. This is the end of it. So
Yep. They're all too old now. Look at them.
Yeah.
Past it.
They're bringing in new characters. I know.
Some of them are 30s. They're nearly about 30. What age are they? About 25? One of them.
They're all pushing 30. Actually, no, because I think Sadie Sink. No, they're all in the mid 20s. I think he's the oldest. I think he's like 25, 26. But the rest of them are all in their early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
None of them have really done anything else apart from Millie Bobby Brown. And Finn Wolf.
Because she's got like a first refusal deal with Netflix.
Yeah,
because she's got Damsel. She had
she's chained to
she's
Netflix.
Got a new thing out with Chris Pratt as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the rest of them haven't done anything. He's in Pixels. If y'all want a reference to that,
was he?
Byers, yeah, he plays the son.
Oh, does he? But then when was that? Pixels? It was bloody ages ago.
Oh, not Pixels. What am I talking about? Pixels. Who be Halloween?
Was he? I don't even remember that.
Yeah. Oh, I remember it. We watched it last night.
I was going to say you probably watched it last week or something.
Because Sam wanted to do what's it called? Forbidden Double Bill or something. It's called, where you pair two movies that shouldn't go together, and we paired Pixels with, but they have to have a connection. So we paired Pixels with Who Be Halloween, which is a bit of a stretch. But anyway,
you're just feeding into this Adam Sandler thing that I've got about you.
Do you know the thing is, I don't actually particularly like Adam Sandler. I do think Who Be Halloween is quite funny, and I love Pixels. But I love Pixels because of Josh Gad, though, because Josh Gad is brilliant in it. The bit with the Marines.
Listen, for somebody that doesn't like Adam Sandler that much, no further.
Did you catch the joke Did you catch the Adam Sandler joke on the Golden Globes?
No.
So the woman that was presenting, I don't know who she is, Nikki somewhere. She said, "Doesn't Timothy Chalamet sounds like something that Adam Sandler would say?" Adam, what do you think? And he goes, "Hey, Chalamet."
Okay. Let's move on.
Moving on. Squid Game season 3. So for y'all playing at home, this has got to be season 2.5, surely.
Well, no spoilers, but yes, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've got a cheat calling it season 3. Because
I think so as well.
Season 1 was 8 episodes. Season 2 was 7 episodes, and ended on a I can say a cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger, yeah.
So yeah, I would say it's part 2 of season 2.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
I don't know, but
yeah, but this feels like this is Netflix trying to keep you in the game, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming as well that they've been filming this back to back with the second season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Therefore, it's definitely 2.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more I see about that, the Thanos character guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you read about his stuff in real life, you're like, oh wow, okay, that's wow, that's pretty incredible. Because he was done for marijuana possession, I think, in Korea, which is basically like that is the worst crime imaginable is drug possession in Korea, and so he was part of like a K-pop band. He was like the rapper guy for them. And this is Middle-Aged Man Explains K-pop band. Sorry. Anyway, so it was basically a terrific fall from grace, and his only pal was 456.
Oh dear!
In all of show business, he was like, no, he's a good guy. Don't. And so basically, he got him in to do this. He paid he gave him nothing. Like they paid him nothing because that was like his penance for getting back in the limelight. And then he was basically forced to like make up his own lines as well. So
that
a lot of his stuff's like ad-libbed and so on, improvised. Yeah. So
because he's pretty famous on his own merit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm season 3.
Looking forward to it. Yep. Looking forward to it.
Wednesday, season 2. That's coming soon. Did you watch? This is the last one, by the way.
And I did because it was Tim Burton, but I wasn't pulled in by it.
Yeah. Pull the strings.
Pull the string. No, I wasn't pulled in. Although I know a lot of folks like it,
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty stylish.
But
not for me.
Overall substance for you.
Yeah.
And that's it. So that's so are we both in agreement about what movie we're looking forward to watching?
TV show.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to season 2 of Last of Us more than you are. Andor, obviously, we both agree on. Severance, obviously, yes, please.
Yes.
What else? I think that's probably the ones I'm most looking forward to. Those 3. Stranger Things, obviously, but yeah, nice.
There is one more show.
Just one more. Just one more
Just
thing.
One more show.
I like Columbo.
Just one more thing. My favorite action hero is this guy.
Who's that?
I've never been so jealous of a fork in my.
Getting an advert.
You have any thoughts on dessert?
Who was it? Vin Diesel?
Reacher season 3.
Oh, Reacher.
Yeah.
Let me guess. DEA thinks he's in business with bad people.
There you go.
Right.
The Cuban outhouse is back.
Killed him.
Build like an outhouse.
What did he do to you?
Anyway,
He didn't do anything.
I won't bother showing the rest of it. But, yeah, so that's back as well. Season 3, which is back on the. When does it say? It's back
All they need to do is a Reacher with Adam Sandler in it, and that'd be you set up for life. You're right.
Right. Let's move on to what you're watching. All right, what do you watching?
Get out of your system. I watched that documentary, Don't Die. I'm hoping you did as well. The Brian Johnston story.
No,
Brian
I
Johnston,
didn't watch it.
Is he not the singer with AC/DC as well?
Wilson.
Brian Johnston.
Oh no, it's not. No.
Is it Brian Johnston? Brian Johnson. Anyway, I know the guy isn't the same singer as it. Anyway, I googled
Brian Johnson
this.
is the director of your favorite movie of all time ever.
What's that?
The Last Jedi.
That's Ryan Johnson, not Brian.
That's what I said. I said Ryan Johnson.
Aye, but it's Brian Deere.
Brian. All right, Brian.
Aye. Right. As in the snail from Magic Roundabout. Brian. That's a stretch, isn't it?
Do you know that Brian the Snail was the first van lifer ever? Because he always took his house.
I suppose he was, really. Yeah. Do you know what his wife was called?
No.
Michelle. Anyway, I googled this Don't Die documentary, and I thought, I wonder what age this guy is, because he must be like 60 or something, that he's trying to look young, because he looks he kind of looks as if he's an older guy trying to look young. He's 47 years old.
So you sent this to me, and I watched the trailer, right? And my comment back to you was, this man isn't living, he's existing. And for that reason, I'm out. I'm not watching like this guy. This is not a life.
No, that's not what happened, Sloan. Then we listed all the things that we would miss, like bacon sandwiches, beer. Just a big list of things that we would miss.
Yes. Cream puffs.
Cream puffs.
I don't even like cream puffs, but I'd miss them if I couldn't get them.
Twinkies.
I hate Twinkies as well. Yeah, like
anyway.
all the things that cannolis. Not like them either.
Anyway, it's quite a good documentary actually, and it's quite entertaining, and it's kind of funny in a kind of it's not meant to be funny, so it's unintentionally funny.
But what's the goal? There's an expiry date.
Well, but
there is an expiry date. Like you can't live beyond a certain amount of years.
Well, he's going to try and get past that boundary. That's what his plan is. But what he's also doing is he's experimenting on himself, so that maybe some of those things might actually help people in future, so that maybe we do live for longer. So there's a lot of things to it, what he's doing. I just can't believe he's only 47. Looks much older.
I think that everything has a beginning and an ending. I don't want to get too philosophical here, but
well, don't then.
Like I like live your life. Don't like, because he wakes up and he has this concoction of 50 pills, right? And then he goes and spends half an hour in, like, there's no way any human can actually do that, like with a job can do this.
Have you seen how he sleeps under this
his morning
UV light? Like, that's how he sleeps.
Mean, what is that?
That's to keep his skin young. Look,
but he wakes up, right? This is the ludicrousy in it, right? He wakes up in a darkened house. This is in the trailer, by the way. He wakes up in a darkened house. He fumbles his way to the kitchen, gets his cocktail of drugs, right? And then spends half an hour in a UV room so he can get natural sunlight.
Yep.
Open the bloody curtains, son.
Yep.
Just open the curtains.
He takes his temperature, from his
mentally.
Ear. No,
right.
That's something else.
Through the ear, down.
Yeah, he takes a concoction of pills. He has like a kind of all these kind of stimulators, for various different bits of his body and all that.
Oh, that's right. He shoots electricity through his abs so that he can get his abs.
Through his what?
Through his abs.
Oh, his abs. His abs, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine shooting electricity through your ass. Jesus. I wouldn't sign up for that, by the way. Even if I did 20 years younger. Anyway. So yeah, I watched that. That was pretty funky. Our movies this week were
he's
The
only
Shining.
42.
The Shining and
Shining.
The Prisoners, the Hugh Jackman movie, which is pretty dark, to say the least.
I don't think I've seen that.
Prisoners. It's your favourite director. Thingy Villeneuve.
Denis Villeneuve.
Denis. It's one of his first films.
I don't think I've seen it.
Aye. It's pretty serious. It's not very jokey. There's no sci-fi in it either.
No.
And it's Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. That's in it. It's good.
Right.
It's everybody rave. A lot of people rave about that film, but it's very dark. It's very, it's kind of in the vein of Seven, or you know.
No.
Well, he's no Adam Sandler, is he?
It's true.
Anyway, I can't remember. Oh, we're watching Traitors as well, which has been magic. We're enjoying that.
Yeah.
You're watching it now. Good.
So, because you
reminded you.
Well, the TV's been sort of captive because Sam's home for the holidays. So we get to watch a lot of Office repeats and Family Guy and American Dad. And not a lot of like good TV. So I said, all right, okay, I'm putting the Traitors on. I don't mind watching Traitors. So I was like, we're watching it. So we watched the first episode. She was hooked. Of course.
Of course.
It's brilliant. I don't like the other ones. I've tried to watch the Adam Cumming one, and I can't get into it. He's not as good as Claudia.
He's too pantomime. But I think he's been told to do that for the American audiences to ham it up a bit. I think so, yeah. I can't get into it. Claudia's much better.
It's the same castle as well. They shit in the same place as the British one. But there's an Australian one now and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know. But the British one is by far the best because every single person, without fail, they all turn up at the castle and they're all like, "Oh, this is great!" And then within 2 episodes, it's like, "You're a liar!" It's fantastic. It's brilliant. They just immediately turn on each other.
It's brilliant,
and I don't think it's for the cameras either. It feels the most natural thing. Like everybody in Big Brother feels like they're performing. And I feel like this is kind of hidden camera stuff.
Do you know what I love about it as well? The fact they go in
that's the beauty of the program.
They go into thinking they're all experts because they've seen the show and they immediately say, "Oh, I'm a psychologist and all this, and I've done this and that."
Yeah.
And then other ones are going in like with a fake Welsh accent, and then other ones are going in, I mean, that was bizarre because it's apparently it's one of the most friendly trustworthy accents. Yeah.
What's hilarious about that is the fact that the actual Welsh woman, spoilers for episode 2, gets kicked out.
Yes,
because they don't trust her.
Yeah, I know.
And I loved the bit where she get culled at the time because the camera did like one of those zip pans to Charlotte, who's pretending to be Welsh, and she's like,
"Yeah, that's great." By the way, see if I was a psychologist in some way, I wouldn't let MD know about that because that's immediately you're a target.
Exactly.
If you say things like that, I'm a body language expert and things like that. Right, target on your back or what?
But it's all these guys. It's the same as the Crystal Maze. I'm a computer programmer, therefore I'm smarter than anyone. And they give them like a mind one, and then they go, "Oh, I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. Let me out."
Yeah. But it's
admit to be these things. It's always the hairdresser that wins.
It's the producers win. That's who wins. Because they're the manipulators. So it's really the luck of the draw as well. It's whoever. If you get murdered or voted off, then
Aye,
it's on you. I'd be terrible at it though, because I would be like totally. I feel guilty if a police car's driving behind me. I'm like, oh god, what have I done? I've not done anything, right? But I'm like, stick the cuffs on me, officer.
Jury, I feel guilty if there's a white Vauxhall behind me.
Do you?
Because I think because it's an undercover cop.
All right, aye, well, there you go. Aye.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'd do terrible at it. I'd be sweating all the way through it like that.
Did I tell you that I played the indie Circle of Life game?
Ah, now you're talking. No, because we forgot to mention it last week.
Yeah, we forgot to mention it last week. So I haven't played it since because I can't be bothered.
Great review. Great review.
All right, okay. Here's my review of the indie game of the indie circle game. Is I can't be bothered. It's it's the first bit is the first bit is a walking simulator through the jungle.
Nice one.
You can't slow it down. You can't speed it up. You can't cut it. It's not a cut scene. You have to go through the whole things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you run in front and you do jumpy things around them and all that kind of stuff, and it's just like
beautiful looking, though, is it not? Beautiful looking game.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Great, especially when you can't download the texture pack that makes it beautiful looking, so you still have the same normal textures that everybody else has got. Anyway, so. And I'm still like 33% downloading. We've only got the first bit of the game because it's still downloading because of my internet.
Jesus.
Anyway, it took me ages to get to the bit where the guy gets shot. The guy runs away at the start of
spoilers.
It's Indiana Jones. Jesus, it's like a 42-year-old movie. Where the guy gets spooked and then runs away, and he says, "Oh, this is the cave, senor, and don't go in there." Like, took me a good half an hour to get to that point, and by the time I got to the cave, I'm like, you know what? I don't really care anymore. I'm gonna watch the movie instead. So I did. I watched the movie instead.
I usually see if I'm playing one of those games. I usually get to the bit like, and then it's like I'm like 2 hours into the game, and then the credits for the opening of the game came up, and I'm like,
oh yeah.
Have I just beat the game? And Danny's like, that was a tutorial. I'm like, oh, okay. That's me. I'm done then. That's as far as I'm going to go.
So I've also played on the old Xbox an old Lara Croft game. It was the first one where they went back and it was young Lara Croft. Right. It was one written by Rhianna Pratchett. It was that one. That is... Oh, really?
There you go.
Does it take? But do I have to go through all of like Raiders of the Lost Ark to get to it?
Not the whole film, I'd imagine.
Surely. Oh my god! It's honestly. See when it got to the cave, we got to just before the cave. It was, all I could think of was the book for Ready Player One, where he has to reenact the entire War Games movie. I was like, I don't want to do this, man. Just for a stupid Easter egg. It's like, I don't want.
Why don't you just have it on in the background and we'll go and watch Raiders of the Lost Ark? Let's do that.
What to do is just tape down that. Tape it down like that.
Yeah. For the first 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm jealous because I want to play it. So.
Well, you're more than welcome to play it when you come up next time. So anyway, I played that. We watched the Skeleton Crew, which of course the last episode is this Wednesday. We'll be doing a watch along on Thursday. If you guys want to wait for that, we'll talk about our thoughts about the game, the TV show. And yeah, we're just catching up on the Traitors, really. And then for the movies. Really? Oh, okay.
You wake up in the museum, so it's just after the ball.
Okay. So, all right. Okay. So I don't have to do the whole thing then, right? I've just got to do the first bit with So we watched our Friday night movie. Anime wanted to watch a Stone Cold classic, she said, and then so we sat and watched,
alarm bells.
We sat and watched The Lost Boys, which is actually not bad. Actually, the soundtrack. I remember the soundtrack. I listened to the soundtrack on my Iowa cassette player wouldn't say it's a Walkman because it's not a Walkman. It is, yeah, it is on Game Pass. Yeah, that's how I'm playing it.
If you've got, as long as you've got an Xbox Series S
X and S.
X and S.
Yeah. The latest and greatest Xbox, and then or a PC. You can get a PC as well, and you can play.
You can play it on PC
as well. You don't even need to install it
if it's powerful enough. Well, anyway.
Yeah. So it's set in Santa Clara, which it was filmed in Santa Cruz, and we were there 2 summers ago. And I was like, "Oh, we've walked along there. That was really cool."
Oh, did you recognize bits of it?
Yeah, bits that we recognize. Yeah. And there's a famous train that goes by, and there's a bit in the movie where the train makes an appearance on one of the tracks. Remember that. So it's actually not a bad movie. And again, it adheres to the sort of 1980s, early 90s, 93 minutes, 98 minutes total runtime.
The perfect length. That's what she said.
The perfect length. Yep. For a movie. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Especially, I'd probably be a Halloween movie. I think from that we'll sit and watch The Lost Boys.
It still holds up. I've not seen it for a long time.
I think it does. It's very kind of kitschy and all that kind of stuff. But that's Joel Schumacher. That was his kind of shtick. But the music is fantastic. Like the soundtrack is amazing. I used to, like I said, I used to have it in cassette. And I would listen to that. I had the same. I must have been really into that movie when I was a kid, but because I had the same. Remember that great coat I had? That's the one that Kiefer Sutherland's got.
Yeah.
That's the one I used to have. I used to pull the collar up and all that kind of stuff.
That's right.
It looked cool. Yeah. And yeah, I used to have that in my pocket. Put it in my pocket, my great coat. Iowa, proper branded Iowa headset in there. I'm like, yeah, cool cat. And then we watched Pixels as well yesterday, and Hubie Halloween, the chaser of Hubie Halloween. It's a funny movie. We never watched it at Halloween this year though, for some reason. Don't know why.
It's actually all right. That film. Funny time to watch it. Funny time of year to watch it, but.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
It's a funny old game.
It's a funny old game. Yeah, I saw you said you post up OG Duffy. He bought X-Men Destiny.
Yeah, he did. Aye, and I thought I recognised that you worked in that game. So yeah, that's quite funny.
So here's one for you. Check out the so on the Xbox. You can you go into the pacifier. Is it not the purifiers? It's the other guys. You go into their area anyway. It's like kind of mechs and sort of very mechanical and sort of metal corridors and all that kind of stuff. But there's little cardboard boxes, debris.
Is this in the game you're talking about?
This is in the game on the Xbox on the Xbox version. X-Men game on the Xbox. X-Men Destiny on the Xbox. You go around and kick the cardboard boxes. And it's quite a fun game to try and see if you can kick them down the corridor. You can't do that on the PlayStation 3 because there was a bug and we had to take the physics out of the cardboard boxes because when you hit them, it went.
All right.
So you can't do that on the PS3. So fun fact.
I thought you were going to say it revealed that your initials or something on the box.
That'd be funny. Aye. No, they're very, very strict about those kind of things. That they got into trouble for Too Human because they had these scrolling messages in runes, and they were all like Chuck Norris jokes, and they had to take them out.
Did they?
Yes. Yeah. So that somebody was basically translating these runes over at Microsoft.
Wow.
Very clever people.
Very clever. Jeez,
very clever. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We're going to let you go. That's it's almost 20 past 9. Don't forget to smash the like button and share on social media because it really does help the channel out. Thank you so much very much for watching live and also commenting.
Comments,
as well.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's been really good. Keep them coming. And if you want time reminders when we put something new up, then don't forget to hit the subscribe show. Thank you. Cheers, Alistair.
Cheers.
A notification bell, and YouTube will let you know when we put something new up. But until next time, thank you again, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Cheers.